Hi, Dr. P here with something that I would have thought would be obvious, but experience has shown that it's not. And that's the confusion between video game design and video game development. Now, first of all, we need to get out of the way the fact that a tabletop game developer is not the same as a video game developer. A tabletop game developer is a kind of editor or super editor who takes a game from the designer and refines and modifies it to, we hope, make it better. As a game designer myself, I try to do the development myself, but there are many designers who do not. In the case of video games, the developers are a completely different thing. The developers for a video game create the software of the video game. They are primarily, almost entirely, software makers. So that includes programmers and artists and sound people and producers and localization people who translate the game to other languages and game designers. What does the game designer do? Game designer determines how the game is supposed to work, determines what you do, how the game ends, how you win or lose, determines what mechanisms are used in the game, and tries to make sure the game is enjoyable for the target audience. But they don't make software. Think of tabletop games. There is no software, but there's a game designer whose role is magnified because there isn't software. Or to put it another way, a game designer of a tabletop game is more important than the game designer of a video game, relatively speaking. Now, people are rarely hired as video game designers without experience as some other kind of developer. So at best out of college, you might get a job as a level designer. Think about it. If the game budget is a significant amount of money, which it usually is, why would anyone risk that money on a person with no video game experience? Because there's lots of people with video game experience, thousands of them. One studio boss polled his programmers years ago, and every one really wanted to be a game designer, not a programmer. They became programmers to get into the industry. Think about it. There's a lot of confusion because game design is a sexy term and it's used for things that it isn't. I've seen universities advertising a game design curriculum which was actually a game developer curriculum, and you probably didn't learn much game design. Thanks for listening.